Hi everybody, my name's Olivia. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Makeup Fun with Olivia. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my April favorites. I have a few to share with you, and I do have two fails to share with you as well. So let's get started. So the very first favorite that I have to share with you is by Colourpop. It is one of their new cheek colors, and it comes in these little containers. It's a cream to powder. The color is called Between the Sheets. Now, I got 4 of their cheek colors and I love them all, but this is my favorite. This is the one that I've been reaching for the most because it just looks so natural on my skin color. And this color could actually, I can see this working in lighter skin tones or darker skin tones, and it just giving yourself kind of a little bit of color on your cheeks and looking so natural. It'll look like you're not wearing anything at all, like it's just your natural blush coming through your skin. I really like this color. It's so beautiful. And I did swatch it on my hand earlier because I tried taping this and it kind of died on me. Anyway, so it's already swatched on my hand. I'll try to swatch a little bit more. It shears out very nicely. So, you know, it doesn't look too bold, but you can make it bold. You can build it up and make it look so pretty on your cheeks. But I do very little. I wear this to work a lot. It's such a pretty cheek color. If you've been on the fence about the Colourpop cheek colors, give them a try because you might really like them. I love them. And what I apply them with is my second favorite item for April. It's the e.l.f. Smallstipple Brush. I had a hard time finding this. They were always out. But I finally found it because I heard so many people talking about it. It's about $2 or $3, and this stipple brush is perfect for those creamy products. They work, these brushes work really well with these cheek colors. You just kind of do this and kind of stipple it on. I don't do this. Maybe at the very end just to make sure it is blended, but at first I just kind of really tap it and then just kind of do this up and down, and then at the very end I lightly blend it. I don't press it in because it is a cream product, and these cream blushes stay on there. They're not going anywhere, and they don't sit in my fine lines like some blushes can do now that I'm maturing and getting some wrinkles here and there. So I really love this e.l.f. stipple brush, and for the price you just can't beat it. So that's my second one. My third favorite is the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Gel Eyeliner in Black Ink. You saw me haul it. It's in the same, I think it's in the same haul video that the Colourpop cheek colors are in. This is my first time trying a higher end gel eyeliner. I've tried a few of the drugstore ones and they worked really well. However, they dried up really fast. And so I didn't even get to not even a quarter of you know, the little container, and it would dry up on me, and I would, you know, keep it tightly closed. I'd put it upside down, and maybe it's just that we have cold weather in Northern California. I don't know, but I tried everything and it just wasn't working. So for me, it wasn't worth it to go get a drugstore item. I thought, let me try this Bobbi Gel Eyeliner, and I'm so glad I did because I love it. It's really easy to use. It's very creamy. You do have a little bit of setting time, like maybe 5 seconds, and then it does set. So you have those 5 seconds so that if you put your line too thin and you want to make it a little bit bigger, you can go in and put some more. By the way, this does work well for really thin, precise lines or really thick lines. I like making thick lines, but I have to say I'm really appreciating using the thinner lines with this product. So yeah, let me show you the inside. I mean, it's just, you know, I've dug in quite a bit in there, and it's still creamy. It's not drying on me, you know, inside the container. So I really like that. This is really worth it for me because I'm going to get to use probably this whole thing because it's not drying up on me. And what I use that with is my next favorite, also by e.l.f., an e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush that looks like this. So I was going to get one of those angled brushes Well, this is an angled brush, but I mean, you know the ones that I'm talking about, like it's not just a flat brush, it's kind of like this. I really should have brought one to show you. Maybe I'll pop one up so you can see what I'm talking about. So I really want, you know, I thought I'm gonna try one of those, but then I saw this one when I was getting the Stipple brush, and I thought I'd give it a go. And I'm really glad I did, because this works really well with this gel eyeliner. I just kind of, you know, go in here and do my line, and it has just the right enough angle so that, you know, you don't have to be doing this, which is what you would have to do with the other brushes. This is really nice. It works really nice to go into that inner part. It makes it really easy because you don't have to like go in and reach. This is doing the reaching for you. So that inner part works really well. And then the outer part, you just kind of flip it over this way and do the outer part too. So I'm really liking this. Also very inexpensive. So yeah, that's a really good brush to try out with creamy gel eyeliner. So the next favorite comes from a limited edition palette. It's from NARS, and the palette was called Virtual Domination. It's this one right here. And my favorite that I've been using a lot as a powder blush is this blush right here. I love it. It's called Deep Throat. And let me see if I can swatch a little bit for you. Let's see. Let me try down here. Can you see it? I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I feel like I'm always saying that in my videos. Can you see it? I feel like you're not going to see it. And then when I'm editing, I'm like, yeah, you can see it. But I can't see it while I'm videotaping. There we go. So this is very similar, as you can tell, to this one, the Between the Sheets from Colourpop. This has a little bit more pink in there, but it's still very subtle. It's beautiful. Also doesn't sit in on my fine lines. Very, very natural looking color. Looks like you just have a flush of color. So if you've never tried the Deep Throat by NARS, because they sell it separately, it just happened to be in this palette that I bought. I think it was December during the Christmas where they had all those special palettes, limited edition ones. So yeah, Deep Throat was in there, and I'm so glad it was because I really like it. So let's see. My next favorite, a lip product that I've been using by Bite Beauty. And a lot of you probably already know about these, and I've had this for a while, but I forget about them. It is their, what is it called? I pulled it up on my cell phone so that I could tell you the right color. Bite Beauty High Pigment Pencil. So these lip pencils are the best lip pencils ever. I mean, if you guys know of a better lip pencil than this, let me know, because this is fantastic, especially if you have dry lips. This is so creamy, and the way you bring it up is you twist it up, and you can bring it back down again. You have quite a bit of product in there. I'm not going to put it all the way up, but this is in the color Violet. I also have the color Rhubarb, which is like a pinkier color. These pencils are so creamy, just the right amount of pigment for me, not too pigmented where you kind of feel like, oh my god, you know, when you go through, you know, sometimes you want that, you want the high pigmentation. These are perfect for me. Let me see if I can swatch a little bit for you here. Let me see, over here. See how creamy that goes on? That's all I have to do to my lips. My lips, I don't even have to exfoliate them. I don't have to put conditioner on them, nothing, because I tend to have dry lips lately. It goes on creamy. Creamy, creamy, and their colors are so pretty. So if you have dry lips, these are fantastic. Bite Beauty High Pigment Pencils. And the colors, like I said, are so, so pretty. The only complaint I would have, actually not the only complaint, two complaints about this pencil would be the price. They're pricey. I think they run for about $24 each. So that's a little bit pricey. And then, but I did get this in a set, one of those Christmas sets. So I can't remember how much it was, but you know, I got very lucky. Actually, I got the set because this was in there because I really wanted to try it. And The other complaint would be that it's so creamy that it tends to run, like it runs out quicker. Now I haven't run out of this, but I can see how if I was using this every single day, and I don't use it every single day, but if I did, it would finish pretty quickly. And you might be okay with that because, you know, a lot of us don't really get to finish a lot of our products that we're trying, especially if we have a YouTube channel. We're always buying new stuff. So, you know, this has lasted me, but I can tell if I use it a few days in a row, it's starting to go down. So, you know, for the price, it'll go quick. But if you haven't tried these, I highly recommend these. Give them a try, at least one. Pamper yourself and go to Sephora or just order a color that you like online and try this out. I know that they have their new lipsticks, and I'm curious to try those as well because, you know, if I love this, I'm probably gonna love the lipsticks. But anyway, so my next favorite, I have two more favorites to go. My next favorite is the Maybelline Fit Me. Is it Fit Me or just Fit? Yeah, Fit Me foundation. And it comes in two formulas. One is the dewy and smooth, and the other one is the matte and poreless. This is the dewy and smooth. Is it dewy and smooth? Yeah, I think it's dewy and smooth. In $2.25. I did a first impressions Friday. I will link the video down below if you're interested in checking it out. This foundation is so pretty. It leaves your face with this dewy finish. If you don't like dewy finishes, you probably won't like this finish. I normally don't like dewy finishes. I've my whole life been oily to combination or combination to oily skin. So I've never liked the dewy look. But now that I'm getting older, my face is a little bit drier, and I find that when I've been using the matte foundations, it leaves me looking really dry, and it starts making my fine lines appear more. So I thought, what the heck, let's try this dewy formula. And I really liked it. It gave me this nice dewy finish. One complaint about this would be that it's not long lasting. So it lasted me about 6 hours, 6 pretty decent hours. But after that, it does start fading away. I did wear it to work quite a bit. And sometimes I have some long work days. And so by the end of the day, it would look like I wasn't wearing anything. However, having said that, it wears away after the 6 hours, but it wears away evenly. At least it did so for me. So, you know, that might not be an issue for you if you don't have long days, or if you do have long days and by the end you really don't care. You know, it does wear out evenly. You're not left with like patches here and no makeup there. It's not like that. It's a really nice foundation, and it wears out evenly, very dewy, like I said. So, good one to try. I am going to review, I already bought the matte and poreless because I'm curious to see how that one's going to work for me. So, keep your eyes open for a future First Impressions foundation on that one as well. Last favorite that I'm going to share with you is kind of a favorite and kind of a bummed feeling with this because I love it, but then towards the end I found out that it doesn't work for me. I'll explain. So the favorite, kind of favorite, is the Maybelline Master Prime Primer base. It's the Blur and Smooth Primer, and it comes in this container. It's a tube, and let me see if I can, let me see where I can put just a little bit so you can see. It's this creamy primer that sinks right in to your face. What I love about this, not only is it long wearing, you know, it helps your foundation stay on longer, but it does dry to a silky matte, but it doesn't dry your face. So if you have issues with dry, you know, because I use a lot of matte foundations because, you know, I tend to get oily, but I have kind of drier skin because I'm maturing. Anybody who's maturing with combination skin can probably understand me. Everybody else is probably like, what are you talking about? Combination oil, dry. Anyway. So this I found to be very moisturizing, even though it mattifies me, but it mattifies me in a moisturizing kind of way, if that makes any sense. So I really love that about it. Now, it's called the Blur and Smooth. I compared this to my other primer, my Benefit Professional, and this really, really kind of fills in my pores. Now they're not gone completely, but they look way smaller, and I was truly, truly impressed by how well this works as far as my pores. They don't look huge. So I kept using this for about 2 weeks, and after like a week and a half, I noticed that I started to get some pimples. I think I still have one that I'm you can kind of see it right there. And I was like, oh no, I hope it's not this, this primer, because I want to keep on using it. But then I noticed another one over here, and I'm like, okay, I need to find out. And I really wanted to make it work, which is why I kept on using it more and more and more. But towards the end, I stopped using it for, I think it's been like 3 days that I haven't used it, and they're going away. So I think this was slowly starting to break me out, and I'm really bummed. So I wanted to put it in my favorites to let you know that this is a really good primer, that it's a moisturizing primer, that it helps you with your pores, and maybe it won't make you break out like it did with me. I'm not even sensitive skin, so I'm not sure why that was happening. Maybe like if I go, I'm gonna try it again for sure, because I liked it that much. But yeah, wanted to give this an honorable mention because it's a favorite. It just in the end didn't seem to work out for me, even though I'm going to try it again. Oh, and what I used this with is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation that has been in a prior favorites video. This is very mattifying, and I'm actually wearing it right now. So it's very mattifying, but on the very, very cold days, it really made me look kind of dry. And so this primer really helped to balance that out. So these two together, if you tried this and you found it to be too dry for you, I recommend you try it with this or another moisturizing primer that you might like. What I've learned from this is that because I have different foundations and different needs on different days, that I really should try out more primers. Because my holy grail has been the Benefit Professional, but it's very mattifying, and so if I'm pairing it up with another mattifying foundation, it just makes me look too dry now. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep looking for another moisturizing primer. If anybody knows of one, please comment down below so I can give that one a try. Okay, now to my fails. 2 fails this month. Let's see. My first fail is from Rite Aid. They're the Renewal Makeup Removing Cleansing Towelettes in Gentle. I got these because I've been using, I love these now, the Pond's Original Fresh Wet Cleansing Towelettes. I've shown them to you before in another video where, they're big, they're very moisturizing, they're quilted. These are fantastic, the Pond's one. Well, I went to Rite Aid to get, more of these Pond's towelettes, and they were out. And so right next to the empty boxes were these that say, compare to Pond's Clean Sweep, blah, blah, blah. So usually when it says compare, products tend to do pretty good, I find, anyway. But these did not. I was really happy that it had this. I wish the Pond's ones did too. Pond's, if you're looking, put one of these on yours. So, the towelette itself is a little bit thinner. It's not as quilted, but that really wasn't my issue. Whatever it has on the towelette isn't as moisturizing, isn't as wet, and doesn't work as well. The Pond's ones work really well to take off my makeup. I even leave them kind of on my eye to kind of start getting rid of my waterproof makeup, and they work really well. These do not. These don't remove very much at all for me. And it could just be me because of the makeup that I use, long wearing and all of that. But these didn't work for me. I didn't like them. Sorry, Rite Aid, but I don't like these. I'm not even gonna, keep trying it. The last item, my second fail, was from Rimmel London. It's called the Just Let It Go Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. This didn't work for me. and I'm thinking it's probably because I use a lot of waterproof makeup, and usually the gentle eye makeup removers don't work, but it did say, it says here on the bottom, removes waterproof mascara. I don't know if you can see that. It says it right on the bottom. So I thought, well, let me give it a try. Didn't work. I mean, really, it almost did nothing. It was like just putting water. If I just put water with a warm towel, that would have done better. Well, no, maybe not that. I'm exaggerating. But you know, you get the idea. This didn't work for me. I mean, and usually when something doesn't work too well, I try to use it up anyway because it kind of works and I can, you know, at least use it up. I'm not even going to do that because it's a waste of time. And I don't want to be tugging that much on my eyes. So sorry, Rimmel. This did not work for me. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my April favorites. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will chat with you all later. Oh, by the way, please give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. If, you know, if you found this educational or just enjoyed it or just watching me giggle and be goofy, give me a thumbs up, please. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.